Good morning. It's June 18th, several months into the environment that started in March that none of us could have predicted. I want to thank everyone for their continued service, especially in our residential program, where our heroes toil every day, making sure our residents are in good health. I want to thank the residential staff as well as the day program staff that are assisting in the residential program, and recognize that the school continues to do remote learning, enabling our children to minimize any regression that might otherwise occur. We're planning on coming back. That plan requires us to gather Sharon Rothstein and her team, as well as Kevin and his team, to make sure that we're looking at every plus and minus as to how to do this, small or large. Clearly, we do not believe that we'll be back in the school this summer. The governor will dictate that, but from our perspective, that's remotely impossible, I think, for now in mid-June to think that we could open up in July. With that said, we still need to plan for September. And the same holds true for the adult program. And while we await the governor's direction there, we believe that it's possible that small groups of our adults could begin to attend day program again. And frankly, would be to our hope that would occur, so we could have a learning experience and be able to think about getting back to normal sooner than later. With all of that said, we have continued to explore the HVAC, which I spoke about before, and the sanitizing equipment that's available to us. To that end, a letter is going out to families, as well as our 15,000 emails and companies, corporations, FEMA, asking for support, as we believe it will cost about $180,000 to provide ionization that will cleanse the returning air in 14 of our residences, our entire center, and the development area, our child care, Oceanside. The goal here again is that we can kill the bacteria and viruses that are sometimes present in returning air. Then we create a more sanitized environment for everyone to feel comfortable and safe in. Bayville had an audit yesterday, and while we believed it was inappropriate for them to do this, the state mandated. Not surprising, Arios and Stacy and their team were more than prepared, because this is what we do every day. We do the job right. Rachel and her team of nurses, and Kathy Serpico and her team of clinicians have provided a wonderful environment at Bayville, as we have with Sonia and Lorene in our small homes. So the audit occurred, and we were receiving a clean bill of health. Again, no surprise to us. The governor last Tuesday decided to open up the doors and say visitations in residential programs could occur. We have the option to agree or disagree, fortunately, and we disagree. And so we are encouraging our families to create scheduled appointments in which they visit at the site, but don't go into the home, and visit with their loved one there on our property for a half an hour, again on scheduled visits. And a letter is going out to the families encouraging them to come see their family member. So with all of that said, I'll end where I started. It's kind of easy to let your defenses down as more and more people are visible. Sometimes there's even traffic jams again. That normalcy should not be confused with the virus being gone. It's not. And so therefore, be wise and be safe. And thank you for all you've done.